I just saw one of the most high-octane chases that's ever been captured on film. It involves someone being accused of being a predator, getting away in one of the most absurd vehicles I've ever laid my eyes upon.
Sorry, what's your name again?
Roger.
Roger? Hey Roger, can I have a chat with you? Just a chat, man. I don't wanna call the police. I just wanna have a chat with you, okay?
Yeah.
So, why do you think it's okay, brother? And I'm just filming for our own protection, so you can't tell the police I touched you, okay? No, Roger, I just want to chat with you, Roger.
Jesus Christ, just leaving him in the dust, engaging the afterburners, activated the NOS boosters there. Running after him's like trying to run after a lightning bolt. Godspeed, good luck. That's not happening. This guy's not even in a vehicle, he's in a goddamn doohickey. This shit looks like a gizmo that Jimmy Neutron would have clapped together in the middle of an episode to try and get something done, but it'd also be able to shoot off into space. Like, it actually looks like it's made out of Legos by a big Toronto Raptors fan. This shit looks like he's riding in the head of a Bionicle, like he's about to go out there to try and save the Mata Nui. It is the most absurd thing I have ever seen with wheels. And that's coming from someone who owns a Moby Huge mobile, which is a fucking 3-foot, 60-pound dildo that we converted into a motorized unit. Like, this is the stupidest fucking thing I think I have ever seen. This thing doesn't even look real. It looks like it runs off of quarters. What was even the plan here? Like, there's no passenger seat. Where would they even go, like, in this car? And I'm using the word car very loosely here. Like, did they plan on strapping the 15-year-old to the roof of it like a Christmas tree? Like Clark Griswold? I guess the most likely scenario is Roger was going to try and convince them to sit on his lap. But now his plans have been foiled. He's being confronted and he's freaking out, so he's doing the only thing he knows how to do. Throw that bitch into fucking 12th gear and really step on the gas.
Roger, I'm not gonna do nothing, I promise. I'm gonna call the police, Roger. I got your address, Roger. Roger, just chat, Roger. Roger, just chat. She's 15, Roger. You can't do that. Roger, shame on you, Roger. She's only 15 old, Roger. Roger.
Listen to that engine roar. No doubt this puppy runs off pure testosterone and diesel. There's like a fucking V8 in there. Now there is no fucking way that this Toys R Us cruiser is street legal. There's no shot. So he has to be violating road laws here as well. But I do love that the cameraman is just like power walking in order to keep up with it and just being like, Roger, come on, Roger. Like, the more times he says Roger, the more it made me giggle at just how outrageous this whole situation here was. I just really can't get over how ridiculous Roger's vehicle is. If you look in the cockpit of that thing, there's like one giant red button, and it looks like only 2 other things in the entire like dash of it. It is basically a remote-controlled car that Roger is piloting. And it sounds like a remote-controlled car too.
Roger, she's only 15. I'm recording you. I have your address. The cops will go there, Roger. The cops will show up, Roger. Roger, I just want to have a chat with you, Roger. Roger, you know you can go to jail, Roger? She's 15, Roger. Shame on you, Roger. Shame on you. I will take this to the police. Shame on you.
I really thought the video was going to end when Roger made that right turn. But I love that the reporter here, the boots-on-the-ground journalist, like the detective, got in his car in order to catch up to Roger. I don't know how he was able to pull off a feat like that with how fast Roger was zooming around, but, you know, hats off to him for catching up and engaging in the slow-speed pursuit. So he pulls up next to Roger and continues to just, like, talk at him. Like, Roger, let's have a chat. Like, he's Chris Hansen on the go right now. And Roger just continues to ignore him from the fucking Batmobile here. Now, I haven't been able to find too much information about this with the lore of Roger or what happened after this video. I have been unable to locate any information on whether or not it's even real. This could be like a stage skit, though I imagine it's kind of difficult to find someone willingly there to play the pedophile, but it is definitely possible, and there have been some predator hunters and predator catchers that have faked these kind of things before in the past. So I don't even know if it's 100% authentic or not. Roger might not even be a pedophile or anything at all right now. It's all allegations, and I can't find any information about this anymore. The original upload of the video on YouTube is taken down, so it's been very difficult to find more information about all of it. So it could be staged, it could be fake, could be real, there's no telling. But regardless, the video itself actually made me laugh, like, out loud, not just blowing air out of my nose.
Hey, Roger! Roger! Can we talk? Oh my god! That thing was small.
We get yet another angle here of Roger zipping down the road in the fucking sexual predator parade float. And even the camera guy starts laughing about it, mentioning just how, like, tiny the car is. Like, it is, like, shockingly small. It looks like he's got a fucking roller coaster seat with wheels on it. It's like a motorized fucking photo booth. And he's driving it on normal public roads. Now, I did a little bit of digging, and there was actually a bunch of car people that were scratching their heads trying to figure out what this was a few years ago, and someone finally tracked it down. It's apparently like a shop rider cabin mobility scooter, and then they linked a similar model here, and it's $7,400. Over 7,000 clams for this is a pretty penny, and Roger, he even went the extra mile and customized it with some Toronto Raptors decorations. But anyway, I imagine Roger didn't face any legal repercussions for anything. If this was a real case that he was being investigated by this individual and he had evidence that he was going to meet a 15-year-old girl and he turned it over to the authorities, I imagine that the police still didn't act on it. That's extremely common, where if someone takes matters into their own hands and they don't work collaboratively with law enforcement, when they do present the evidence to the police just wipe their ass with it. They can't use it. Which is why whenever someone's doing predator hunting, most of the time the predators don't get any, like, actual jail time or anything, because the police don't use those investigations unless they collaboratively compiled it together. And in this case, it doesn't really seem like this was done with authorities. Like, I would have thought if the authorities worked on this together and they're about to go in for the bust, you'd probably see a couple police cars, you know, scoot in sideways or something, be like, "Get out of the fucking paddy wagon, Roger, get out!" But that didn't happen. Instead, Roger was being chased around saying, like, "Let's chat, Roger," and then he just declined to do so and continued to go for a joyride. It remains unknown if Roger still cruises around in the Toronto Raptors shop rider cabin mobility scooter deluxe turbo arcade edition vehicle that he was appearing in this video. But anyway, I just had to talk about this a little bit. It had me laughing. That's it. So yeah. At the start of 2023, there was a very interesting trend that just blew up online. And it's not like it was a trend done by YouTubers or TikTokers or influencers or whatever. It was actually from news agencies. It was the police chase era, where every single day it felt like there was a wild chase going on in LA. LA is pretty much where police chases were invented. For a couple of months, chases were more common than the cold. It wasn't a matter of if there was a police chase on any given day, it was a matter of if you got home in time to watch the live stream of one of the 3 or 4 police chases that happened on that day. It was just a guarantee, pretty much. You bet your sweet bippy there was going to be at least 1 or 2 high-profile, full-throttle chases, just a matter of when they were going to happen. And all of them, for the most part, were live streamed online, bringing in thousands upon thousands of viewers all tuned in to be glued to it. For a few months, it was a sport more popular than baseball, watching these police chases. And I started to hatch a little bit of a tinfoil hat conspiracy theory that perhaps there was foul play afoot. I was only half joking with my theory that perhaps these news organizations like ABC and Fox were leaving cars out in LA with the doors open and keys in the ignition, just begging people to go in there and steal it, so that way they could immediately start a stream and then maybe pump some ads to the thousands of viewers that were tuning in. Basically just a little infinite money glitch. Just because I couldn't fathom how common it was. But anyway, Enough reflecting on the past, because that did fizzle out a bit. Obviously, police chases are still happening all the time in LA. It really is extraordinarily common there. But the streams aren't as common anymore. However, there was one that happened a couple nights ago, and while I was streaming, chat made me aware of it, so I decided to tune in to the end of it to see how it all wrapped itself up. And it was a pretty wacky set of circumstances that this one concluded with, and I just thought it'd be fun to share with you. Have you seen the LA police chase today where a truck rammed into the suspect to stop him? I imagine there was probably like 6 or 7 police chases today, so I gotta find the one you're referring to. Peaceful but not graceful, stolen vehicle suspect pants get stuck while trying to surrender after an LA chase. Yeah, I think it's this one. It looks like a truck, like a civilian truck has boxed him in. And it does look like his trousers have been caught while trying to get out. So I think this is the one.
And kind of creep forward a little bit.
Oh, he's about to take off. I feel it. This is all a ruse.
Let's see if it comes to an end here. He's got some traffic, or some room, I should say, ahead of him. The lanes have cleared, and he's starting to roll forward towards Crenshaw. So,
well, he didn't go very fast.
Get back on the 10, head down
he was
to
thinking
West
about it.
Adams District. Exit, which I was just on, and I'm always fearful that something like this is going to happen. Okay, and now that's not the way.
Yeah, it sounds about right with LA.
Made that decision at the last
I take that road, and I always just think in the back of my head, is today the day where there's a huge fucking police chase here? Never mind, this guy's making some interesting maneuvers.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's going to go onto the sidewalk.
Oh, shit!
You can't see him, but he went up on the sidewalk, down that driveway. Oh, man.
Yeah, wacky car chases are pretty common in LA.
We saw somebody get out of their car on the freeway to take a video or a picture.
Even though they're not as crazy as they were a few months ago, they're still happening every day, I'm sure.
Car to take a picture of the
This is the home of police chases.
Well, we know that the longer these things go on, but police obviously warned for like these drivers right here that like that.
Oh, it's a standoff!
To box him in to help out. Oh my goodness, that is.
He said, "Not on my watch, Buster."
You never know if the driver has a gun or not. Oh wow! So this guy's trying to be a hero.
Right up against. Pedal turn right. Pedal turn right.
I often wonder if this guy's trying to be a hero or if you're just. Well, now you see the police car.
Yeah. Wait. What happened? Oh,
or if you're just a frustrated driver getting mad at somebody blocking you in.
It was very polite of him not to ram this car.
You have to.
He could have fucked his whole day up with that.
Wow. Let's hope he doesn't lose his pants in the process.
No, I won't go in too tight on this in case that happens, but
Oh wait, yeah, actually, hold on. Is this tossed? Does his whole ass fall out? I also love the way he's wiggling out there. It's like we're watching the miracle of childbirth here. Hold on. Let me make sure there's no
halfway out,
ass.
halfway in.
Give me 2 seconds. This will be for me to enjoy. Yeah, we're fine. His ass stays in the undergarments, so we're good. This is like a full 4 minutes worth of him struggling to like crawl his way out of this window. Like the police chase was only a couple of minutes, and the rest is just spent on like the ending segment here of him trying to get out of this window.
This is going to cause a huge traffic nightmare. So
this is like half of the police activity, just watching him struggle to get out of the window.
As it is this time of day.
No, exactly. It looks like LAPD wants to move up with that.
It looks like they just want to embarrass him.
On the right-hand side, they might move up. They might get a
do it one-handed
to pull him out, and that's likely what they're about.
Why'd you stop wiggling?
They have some less lethal weapons there in case there's a problem. But so far, this guy.
Like, dude, just arrest me. I'm stuck.
Coming out the door, though. Not sure why he didn't just pop the door and come out. But he's caught up on something there with his pants.
Oh yeah, it looks like his jeans have fallen down, and that might be his boxer.
That is a great point. Why didn't he just open the door?
I feel like
come out with your hands up. All right, I'll plop out the sign.
Yeah, that.
He puked? No, he didn't puke. That was like a necklace.
Also, LAPD, not just the driver.
It looks like he's about to do like that upside down twerking that was viral a few years ago.
That could be
about to bust that shit out.
Holding back from going in. There's.
You guys gonna arrest me with these kind of cheeks?
There's no canine unit here on the pursuit, so they can't use a dog. They probably wouldn't at this point. They're likely going to put a.
Why would they use a dog here? He is stuck.
But clearly the
we don't need that.
Caught up on something.
Yeah, maybe he unhooked his pocket or something.
Oh, he opened the sunroof.
Possibly. Here he goes. I think he's.
Oh, there we are. There we go.
And
excellent dismount.
He'll flip over, back on the ground. That's exactly what they want him to do. And now they can
textbook
move in and take him into custody.
Incredible work.
All right,
slide
again, peaceful,
cancel.
but not graceful. Jill, we're happy. So far,
Yeah, you
we
hit an
haven't heard
IRL
of
slide
anyone getting
cancel.
hurt in the process of this pursuit. Thank goodness.
So what was he on the run for? What was it? Stolen vehicle. I've never seen a maneuver quite like this. Doing a somersault out of the window of a vehicle is something that would have never even crossed my mind. This isn't even a technique Dale Brown would teach you at Detroit survival training courses. Like, this is a very elite maneuver here. And to see it, you know, pulled off in this capacity was shocking. I was half expecting him to do like a front handspring or something getting out of that position. It took him a while, a lot of struggling, but when he actually did pull off the somersault, it was remarkably graceful. Like, the elegance there was impressive. Unfortunately, his pants suffered a great deal, paid a big price with that, with the pants getting caught on like the steering wheel or something. I'm not even sure what they got caught on, but you can't argue with the results. It looked pretty cool. It makes for a very interesting conclusion to this chase. Also, I've got to call attention to this being one of the most polite stoppages here, with the civilian parking his truck and blocking the guy in the stolen vehicle. Like, it was all very, like, polite, well-mannered. He drove very slowly there, blocking him very slowly. They touched noses, they gave a little kiss, and that was it. No damage to the truck, no damage to the stolen vehicle, and just called it quits right then and there. Like, that could have got ugly, but it didn't. It ended right then and there. So, I guess, all in all, about the best outcome you could expect from a police chase. That's really about it. See ya. This is a boomer show? You've lost your fucking mind. Live PD is for all ages to enjoy. Look at that! Huh? Could a boomer appreciate that? I don't think so. If this was Crazy Taxi, he would have got bonus points for a near collision. See, look at those moves! This ain't your grandfather's porno here, boys. This is not for boomers. That came with the car from the dealership. Ooh, he just got pit maneuvered. Oh, just get pitted and shitted. God damn! Oh, that's a big ass. I've definitely seen this. I recognize that ass. That's America's ass.
Shoplifter that's fleeing the scene is now naked.
I'll be the judge of that. I can recognize a naked woman no matter how far away. Sniff 'em! Give me a sniff! I'll track her down by scent. Hey, excuse me, have you seen a naked woman come by? I'm looking for my wife. God, who are they chasing? The female Barry Allen? How has she been able to cover this much ground? Boo! I was lied to. They said naked.
Turn away from me.
That's only, like, semi. Fucking liars.
Taking her into custody.
No wonder they couldn't catch her. They had faulty intel. It's a walking chase.
Here! Here! Here!
You'll never get him. He knows these woods better than anyone.
Fox, here! Pockets!
Some say he planted these trees. Well, that was a good police chase, though. I don't know why they call it the slowest chase ever. That shit was fucking pure adrenaline. That was some, like, turbo speed. If I can't have her, nobody can. That definitely sounds like some kind of Twitch mod or something.
It's crawling.
This guy looks like Bolby if he existed in the real world. And instead of running for class president, became a police officer in Tulsa.
Tulsa police, we can see you on camera. Walk to me now.
I don't see him. They're lying. I can't see you, and I'm watching the camera. Get myself a taint job? Bro, my taint's already in good shape. It doesn't sag or anything. It's nice and tight. The only thing is, like, sometimes the asshole hair kind of curls up and tickles it.
So, it's always good to get there.
Oh, you know what would have been a galaxy brain scheme? So they take all that loot and they send one guy to get caught, while the other two dress up as employees like this, and act like they take it back into the store, but really, they just take it out the back and leave with it.
We weren't able to locate the other three.
How about you guys think a little bit next time? God, these criminals, man, they just don't have the right mindset. They're not thinking like supervillains. They're thinking very rudimentary shit. Hey guys, we're gonna run in and steal some shit off a hangar and leave. That'll never work. You gotta think 2 steps ahead. Candace Skullbuster Run. It's like an Xbox Live lobby. What the fuck are these names? Skullbuster? I love Stone Cold Steve Austin though. The rattlesnake, baby. He hits her with the golf cart. You did a great job, Candace, but you weren't able to outrun my golf cart. You've lost. Your skull's been busted. Yeah, she is fucking pumping some dick out here. God damn. This shit looks like the tutorial in an FPS to teach you the movement controls.
She's no stranger to cargo netting.
What does that mean? She's no stranger to cargo netting? Is that her job? She tests cargo netting for a living? Oh, good work, Candace. This looks super dangerous. You lose your footing and snap your neck in Stone Cold's neck breaker. I hope Stone Cold slams 2 beers together and starts, like, throwing the beer at her. Can you climb with a beer shower coming in? 25K for this? Fuck, sign me up, Stone Cold. Except the rope. I don't want to do the rope. That's too high for me. The risk on the rope is too high. Replace that with, like, a gaming section. Where I hit, like, a headshot or something and then move on. What the fuck is CMT? I've never even heard of that network. What the fuck is that? Country muscle testicles? Trench warfare? I'm in it. What's up, pussies? You're taking on Stone Cold Steve Austin's Nutbuster Challenge. I'm gonna jerk each one of you off. Last one to come
This place
wins.
is about 2,000. You hear that beard? He calling you a chump.
What does that word
We
mean?
will. Oh,
I want to see some real intense action, boys. If I don't see at least 2 kisses, I'm calling the whole thing off.
are you ready?
Yeah.
Come on.
Ready?
Yeah.
Set. Go.
Get in the trenches, boys.
They're off in the water. Here we go.
Yeah, twist on his nipples. Yeah, really, get in there. Fuck.
These some bitches are giving it everything they got.
Stone Cold starts teabagging him. Take this, Todd.
You want some more? I got
Combat?
plenty more.
I don't know if I'd necessarily call that combat. That's like shit that happens in a school hallway by accident. That looked like neither one of them really wanted to touch each other, but they did by accident. Hunter goes up against gravity. No man's ever beaten gravity, but Stone Cold Steve Austin's Broken Skull Ranch, you never know what could happen. I found a crazy chase. Look up how requesting a supervisor turned into 5 felonies. That felt like really strong typing there. That was fast. That was probably like a 210.
Just let me get your license. I'll explain everything to you.
Holy shit, wait, Motorola?
Because I'm conducting a traffic stop
Like,
right now.
Motorola Razr?
Give me your license. I need your license, okay? I need your license.
In the entire history of me watching police chases and all of that, I have never seen the line, "Let me talk to your supervisor," ever actually work. Is there like is it like a parlay in Pirates of the Caribbean? Like you're supposed to do something if someone requests it? Because I have never once heard that be requested, like, I need your supervisor, and a supervisor shows up. Usually it's like, no. And then they just proceed.
34 or 1096, can you be 51? Requesting a supervisor. I still need your license.
Well, he actually did just call it. I should have just let it play. He actually did just call it in.
It's a traffic infraction, okay?
He said, "Supervisor, you got to get down here." He saw right through us.
If you give me your driver's license. All right, sir, step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle. Step out the vehicle.
He's calling your supervisor.
Can you?
Oh shit! He's rolling up the window.
Identify yourself. Roll the window upon me. Get out the vehicle.
He said, "No, I don't think I'll do that. I don't think I will."
Get out the vehicle. 12 coming. Continue refusing commands.
Where's that fucking supervisor?
Step out of the
I need to
vehicle.
airdrop the supervisor in ASAP. Like an ODST shock trooper.
Step out. I'm giving you a lawful command. Step off. All right, my sergeant's here if you want to come talk to him.
Oh, whoa, wait, he actually did show up.
Huh? He's coming. He's coming. You're good, Johnson. I'll get right here. He wants to talk to you. Yeah.
Damn, they're rolling in deep. Oh man, they fucking boxed him in too. How does this result in a chase? How does he even get out of this?
Now, last option. Window break. Punch it. Watch your eyes. Hey, what? Oh!
Whoa, fuck. Oh, Jesus. Damn, he peeled out. Holy.
12 Columbia, we're going on.
That does not seem to be the optimal car for a chase, bud. I don't think he's gonna get very far. That puppy is drifting around these corners.
12 Columbia, he's going through the yard.
I thought that was Charlie making the woo sounds. No, it's just the sirens are going through a rough time right now. They're not very enthusiastic. I'll tell you something though, that car's got some get up and go to her. These are not slow speeds. How is this 94 miles per hour? That can't be, right? There's no way. Oh! Yup! A pseudo pit maneuver. He couldn't quite get in there. He was looking for it though. He was hunting for it. Couldn't find the angle though. Not enough purchase.
He ain't gonna outdrive me, dog. He ain't gonna outdrive.
How many stars would you say they're at? This is probably 3 stars. When he threw the ass out on the car, he almost hit an officer, so I'm sure they escalated off that and got more officers out there because he's driving so recklessly. So probably about 3. Man, sometimes when we watch these chases, I see people trying like theory craft strategies for what they'd do if they were in the police chase. Dudes, this guy said he should have slammed on his brakes so the cop would hit him and deploy his airbags. Brother, let's break that down for a second. Why the fuck do you think that would somehow work out better for this guy? How in God's green earth would that put him in a better position to get away? I like where your heart's at though. You're thinking with video game logic. I like that though. Sometimes we get some good strats from that. That one probably not one to work with. He needs to deploy marbles and oil spray. You see, like, he's onto something. What he needs to do is just run over a power-up and get the green shell to throw it backwards. Oh man, they called in the cavalry. Golly. They got the big dog out here.
Northbound 242A.
Oh, pit maneuver. Yep. That's GG. Checkmate. They got you. Well, the supervisor got more than he bargained for there once he was summoned. He had to go on a little chase. Watch that third video. Why do people keep saying that? Is this one like a crazy story or something?
She started stalking one of the police officers.
File a case because as a civilian, I have the right to do so.
If you want to stay in our lobby, you can, but if you're disruptive, you will be arrested.
Okay, let's put me under arrest.
I'm not arresting you now.
No.
Now you're under arrest.
I didn't expect that. A very interesting tactic. Wait a minute. What a strategy. That was very effective. What do you mean you're not arresting me? Okay. So, they're eating out of the palm of her hands. They've fallen for her trap. What's the follow-up? So she aggroed. Now what?
You want to do it in the front?
Yeah, if that'll make her calmer, we'll
I can
in the front.
Okay, you don't have to arrest me.
You are under arrest. You battered me. You are under arrest.
No, I shoved you because you weren't giving me the right to file a police report.
We're also going to call the paramedics to have you checked out. Stop resisting.
I would like...
Okay, so the follow-up is... Why are you arresting me? I only asked you to and then shoved you to ensure that you would have a good reason to do so. What seems to be the problem? I thought this was a free country. Any $1 billion box office predictions for movies this year? Yeah, the Hawk to a Girl documentary. That one's gonna go ballistic in the box office, I feel it. People will literally buy anything. Well, it's not just that, it's the studio, the team behind this Hawk Tuah Girl documentary were saying how they really wanted to document this, what did they say? Unusual rise to fame or something? I don't know. Like, trying to make it seem like a bigger deal than it is that she blew up off of a fucking meme. When really it's clearly just trying to capitalize off Hawk Tuah Girl still being able to pull in numbers. She just announced her comeback yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever the fuck it was. After rugging millions of dollars from the people that, for some reason, support her. Pretty cool, though. I bet that documentary is going to be great. Have you seen the new Wild Georgia chase video where the suspect goes airborne while smoking a cigarette? Look up State Boys GSP. I'm ready for some Dukes of Hazzard level activity here. Oh no! You're not supposed to do that! Not exactly going very fast. Good turn signal though. We appreciate that. Oh, he just wanted a better place to slab up.
Hey! Hey! No, don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it!
Don't listen to him! Do it! Do it! Thanks. Oh! His buddy's like, no, I want no part of that. I don't know him. Actually, really smart move from his friend. Really a good call. That was a rough landing, though. Why did he exit the vehicle? Here, we'll come back in a second, but why did he exit the vehicle? This is like the most suboptimal way. He somehow ends up backwards on his ass. I feel like if you dive out of the car door, you usually will go like forward or like roll to the side. He somehow takes the worst possible approach onto his ass and hits his head on the ground. Tactical roll. You're right, I just don't know tactics. I was expecting a Dark Souls roll. Oh, baby! Whoa! Holy shit, that was cool! No, don't tell me it's already out of steam. Alright, good, thank you. Yeah, it's built Ford tough. That better not give off off one jump. That was so much air! That was GTA Park tow truck level shit. He loves driving into the grass like that. I mean, he's obviously hammered, but what if he's only faking it? He's acting. What he's actually doing is trying to put up a smoke screen with all the dust and dirt. That way the officer loses him. Not the best pit maneuver I've ever seen. Also, not the most amazing. He's slippery.
I can't let him back on the roadway.
He's got moves. Oh, shit! Now he's bumping and grinding. Oh, he gave him the pit maneuver for free there. Oh! There goes my power. Every house on the block just got real mad. Boy, this is a crazy chase, actually. Thanks, SD. No way the cop car's about to fucking peter out here. I also think the officer hurt himself. He's moaning really hard. I think when he hit that, he must have hit his head on the steering wheel or something. So now the officer's concussed chasing a drunk man. Oh, he's gone. He's in the next county now. You'll never find him. He's already bought a Hoover Max. He changed his name. Wait, we got him! I see him! It's open road. Just fucking slam into him. Oh. He's keeping the cigarette in his mouth at least. Oh! Nothing he can't wiggle his way out of. Like Halo, hold X to flip it. What seems to be the problem, officer? You can't see anything after this? Oh no, does it? Oh. I'd love to see the other angle when when he gets out of the car. Replay the jump. Oh yeah, let's see that jump again. That jump was unbelievable. He got so much air off of it. That's really good. Very impressive truck too. 10 pit maneuvers, 2 airborne jumps, and very rarely stayed on the road. And the only thing that stopped it was just getting turtled. Having a bunch of shit in the back of a truck during a police chase is like Mario Kart. True. True. This was a good maneuver here. He threw the green shell backwards at him after the jump. I'm surprised more people don't do that. See, there it comes. He had to swerve out of the way, bought him a little extra time. Good tactic. This chase had happened a little while ago. The suspect has since been sentenced to 10 years in prison. On what charges? Enjoying a jump? A succulent airborne jump? There is another Georgia State police chase with some good air. It's called GSP Pursuit of Indiana Murder Suspect into Oncoming Traffic. Truck Goes Airborne. This feels oddly familiar. Imagine it's the same guy with a cigarette in his mouth. Well, let's see how they perform. We saw how a Ford did. How does a Ram do here? Ford versus Dodge. Who wins? What's better for a chase? I will say the speeds are definitely faster so far in the Ram. It's not helping him much more than the other guy though. Oh! Man, that's more good air. That was super solid. I think his ass went a little higher than the other truck, but it didn't cover as much ground. So it kind of like popped its tuchus up. Yeah, like it gets, like the ass gets really high.
I gotta get him stopped. Right here.
Oh, big pit maneuver. Man, they pit maneuver. Oh my god. Does anyone get hurt in this? Man, GSP's built a little different. They're pit maneuvering on busy streets. Even if that pit maneuver didn't go tits up, leading to them going through the ditch, yeah, on a successful pit, this car is just getting fucked. That's usually why you see, like, the other chases we watch, they don't pit maneuver on busy streets. There is TOS at 554. Let me see on the other monitor real quick. I want to see the chase, but I don't want to get in trouble for it. I'm assuming it's like a crash on a civilian or something. Or maybe it's something even more unexpected, like titties. Oh, wow. Yeah, that oh my god, yikes. I feel terrible for that driver.
Alright, we're passing Henry Bailey Connector.
Oh man, he's throwing toilet paper out the back of his vehicle here like banana peels. Jesus. I will say, out of all the chases we've watched, this guy might be the most reckless driver out of all of them. This guy's unhinged.
Yeah, nobody's wanting to get out of my way, so I'm having a hard time getting up there.
That is... I will say, that is something I noticed here as well. So far, pretty much not a single car has, like, pulled off to the right or the left here to make room for the officer. They're just like, fuck you, man. I got a commute to do. I'm not letting you through.
You're still on the wrong side of the road,
I'm surprised he hasn't just turned off one of these streets down there on the other side of the road. Oh! Oh! He's drifting it! Oh! Man, it's still in really good condition even after taking a huge jump. Okay, I gotta skip this because he hits a civilian. And then he takes off on foot. Oh, he gave him the loop-de-loop and pull. Looks like they got him. Man, they got all the stats in here. The mileage on my patrol car was 130,049 miles. They got the goddamn Carfax. Looks like the person he hit only had a minor injury, so that's very lucky because he annihilated that other vehicle. I don't see a follow-up, just that they have him in custody, but it's been 3 years. LAPD just gave up the car chase just now. The guy won against the cops. You can watch it now. I'm going to tune in for just 1 second. If I see anything sketchy, I'm immediately backing out. You said it's ABC 7? Fuck. Alright, fine.
Onto the 5
Oh, it's the boy wonder. The police chase commentating expert is back.
Valley left before he ends up in the Newhall Pass. And so I suspect
How did he escape?
Gradually, but in this case, really capable of much. But he is certainly pushing it here now, almost coming close with that cross traffic there. He's on a
Jesus, this has already been going for 30 minutes.
That does not have a name, but he is just about a block south or half block south of DeSoto Avenue. To give you an idea of where we are, you can see the helicopter.
I feel like with all these police chases in SoCal, I know the area better than my own city. Gone on such a fucking tour of it through these.
Street, I believe. Another narrow Strathern Street, another narrow residential neighborhood. It'll put him back on DeSoto Avenue, and those units.
Okay, now let's go live.
We call it an infraction or a misdemeanor that occurred in LAPD's territory. Would CHP get involved in this if no LAPD units are pursuing?
CHP will certainly be notified. They'll be given the option, and then they will decide based on their resources whether they want to give it a shot. What's so interesting about this is that if he continues, look at him, he's signaling to get off of the 5 freeway.
Well, it's nice of him to use his turn signal.
But the funny part about that is that if he would have continued northbound on the 5 freeway, that would have taken him into the Santa Clarita Valley, out of LAPD's jurisdiction, and even the helicopter probably would have turned around.
What?
Probably would have, he probably would be done. But he is
no.
off the freeway in the San Fernando.
Is that how that works? They have like an aggro range, like it's World of Warcraft?
LAPD's jurisdiction, giving that
Actually, World of Warcraft I don't think has aggro range. Like City of Heroes?
So it's interesting when you think about it, but if he would have stayed on the freeway, he probably would have gotten away, left LAPD's jurisdiction and taken himself into Santa Clarita Valley, but instead he's now off the freeway, back into LAPD's.
So what happens then?
Right where this all.
Let's say he didn't suck a fat ass there and went straight, and everyone turns around. Do they arrest him in the next county?
He has stopped.
Like just forward his information to them and they arrest him there?
Which we, I guess, should maybe congratulate him for.
Yeah, they put out an APB? Okay.
Because it looks like it's red in the other direction. I can't
looks
tell.
like it's red. He's at a red.
Okay.
There's a green light allowing that.
He's obeying traffic laws?
Southbound 405. He's in the right lane on the northernmost lane of Roxford Street.
Yeah, this is live.
And we'll see he basically is fixing.
I'll watch the conclusion to this. It seems like a polite chase. He's just waiting in a red light.
He could either go
He's in no rush.
north on Sepulveda, or he could pull in front of all of those 2 white cars and end up back on the freeway. But I don't think he's going to do that. He looks like he's on the path towards Sepulveda. There's no right turn he can make here. He's just waiting for the light to turn, and we'll see what he does here. Crawling through the intersection and going with those traffic.
Oh, he's listening to the broadcast. He's listening to the broadcast. He heard the secret. He heard the cheat code of going back up here and getting to the next county. He heard. He's listening.
He is now entering their jurisdiction. So CHP is going to have some fun with this.
Oh, no, wait, I misunderstood. He's going the wrong way.
What this guy is up to.
I thought this was going all the way around.
They've got a couple of patrol cars ready to engage if the go-ahead is given, and they have a wide open, empty freeway to either put this into a pursuit mode once again, or just track his movements and follow him to his final destination. So not what you would have thought, and in fact, I'm a little bit surprised that CHP took the bait, but
took the bait? What do you mean?
Resources, and
they did, it's It's fucking 3 a.m. They just want to drive fast for a little bit. I get it.
Southbound,
They're like, fuck it, boys, let's punch it.
Southbound 405, Mark.
All right. Well, you know what? When they know about a crime, they have a duty to investigate, and that is what's at play here. And you never know.
If they pit maneuver this guy, I'm gonna have to back out immediately because this is a high-speed pit maneuver, a huge chance for injury. Can't stream that.
Used to cover up a felony as an attempt to evade detection on something that this person has done that would be much, much, much more serious. We don't know.
That's exactly.
Oh!
Look at that. Was that? Yeah.
Okay, he just got off.
So he got off. The 2 continued, but he still has. That's still a black and white.
Yeah, he's got one straggler on him still.
Unit right behind him as he gets off.
I love how impressed the commentator gets.
And that's interesting. That's really interesting. Well, you're so right, Mark. You know, it could be a very minor crime, or it could be a very, very serious crime. We just don't know, and so that's reason enough to follow this through, especially considering that they have the available resources to do so. So here you have.
They're not doing anything else right now. It's late.
If we widen that a little bit, is there anybody else behind them? Just the one. So that's interesting. Just the one black and white.
Former esports caster. Yeah.
LAPD airship overhead, now westbound on Rinaldi.
Right, and we should point out the CHP unit is not in pursuit mode here. You don't see any red lights. You don't see or any
Good point.
indication that he has lit up this car. He's just following behind him, and right now he's on surface streets, which is not.
God, I have to pee so bad. Can you stop at a red light again real quick so I have a minute?
Operation.
Call it timeout.
So
My hunch. So here's what we're looking at here. If he continues driving within the speed limit, within the parameters of the law, and stops going through these red lights, without any backup, it is less likely that that CHP unit will engage in a pursuit by himself.
They just watch him.
However, if he starts to blow through these red lights unnecessarily, that will change the equation. So,
fuck, I have to pee.
The primary unit right there has not seen him break any laws that we know of just yet. At least for the last several minutes, he's been somewhat behaved ever since he got onto the 405.
Yeah, is this even a police chase? It just looks like a random guy now. He hasn't done anything illegal that we've seen yet.
And he's actually
He's fucking driving.
Slow, whether that's because he sees that CHP unit behind him, or he's just more composed.
Holy fuck! Thank you for the 100 gift subs, champ. Holy Jesus Christ!
And if that continues,
thank you, champ. Oh my God.
That CHP unit will likely.
Thank you so much, man.
Let him go, but you know, it's anybody's guess because one wrong move and all of a sudden, is there more pulling in?
What do you mean let him go? Like he's just like he wins?
Yeah,
like he's
let
not.
him go.
So what happens now?
Again, those CHP
He just goes home and it's all good?
Responsible for state roads.
Goes to the paint shop?
Interstate highways, and so he's going to head back towards the freeway. The airship is still overhead, and a different unit is now a ways back. Is that we don't know if it's CHP.
What is the protocol? I don't understand. I have to pee. I have to pee. I'll be right back. I've got to fucking pee. Christ.
In his direction, but
but I don't want to miss anything. But I gotta pee. I'm sorry. I've got to fucking pee.
Blocks ahead of him. LAPD still overhead, and now the driver really just cruising down Rinaldi Street.
All right, so our coverage will end here. It appears the law enforcement has lost interest in this pursuit, and it is no longer a threat to the public, it would appear, because he has slowed down. Our coverage will end now. We thank you very much for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow night on ABC 7. Good night.
Alright, I'm back. Wait, what? What just happened? Did he deploy an EMP? What's going on? There's a Tier 1 Gymnastics, Tier 1 Booker in the Prime Dabby in gray. They lost interest, they gave up, he just won. What? Oh wait, this is the wrong thing.
Pursuit, and it is no longer a threat to the public, it would appear, because he has slowed down. Our coverage will end now. We thank you very much for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow night on ABC 7. Good night.
Wait, so is the crime forgiven? Because it was a pursuit. I don't know what he was originally being stopped for, but he evaded authorities. He ran from the police. Is it all good? Like he wins?
That's exactly right. And at least at one point, they were willing to...
No, they just arrest him later. Okay. Imagine if that was a rule, like, if you outrun us for 45 minutes, we forgive your crime. You lose your stars.
Once that helicopter, you heard that helicopter overhead and continued the pursuit regardless, and then the pursuit was back on. So now you wonder, well, maybe they'll try it again, maybe give him a little more space and have...
What if it's not his car? True.
Mostly on Satakoy. Now we're going in the opposite direction, eastbound on Satakoy, doing just about the speed limit. And all of those turns that we just saw in the last couple of minutes, weaving through...
That's crazy. Wait, that is actually nuts. I don't think I've ever seen that. Then again, I'm new to the police chase scene. Can't say I'm overly familiar with police chase protocol. I'm very new to this genre. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, if they just plan on arresting him later, like they deem he's not a threat anymore due to obeying road rules, like, if they plan to get him later, that assumes that he's in his own car. That could be a stolen car, it could be fake plates. That seems like an interesting protocol. Thanks to the resub, EMG. We saw his face on the news. I guess, true, yeah. What was he being pursued for? I don't know. I didn't catch it, like, right when it started. We caught it live, like, 30, 40 minutes into it. So, yeah, I don't know. Watch the police chase from yesterday. Bro, that was a 3-hour chase. But yeah, I know it ended with like 8 people coming out of this thing like a clown car. I saw this.
5 people in all involved in a dangerous chase that wound through 3 counties, ending just minutes ago.
I didn't know they went through Angel Stadium though. That was kind of cool.
Is he losing control?
A pickup out of control with 5 suspects on the run. The 3-county pursuit beginning in Ventura County with a hit and run. Deputies trying to pull the driver over and the chase was on. The CHP taking over as they entered LA County. The truck weaving in and out of traffic, all without his lights on, at times heading 100 miles per hour. The truck full of...
What tactical benefit does he even get from not turning his lights on?
Flying as the pickup races into the parking lot.
Yeah, this is the part I just saw.
Then round and round they go. The suspect driving in circles with police trailing behind. The circus continuing out onto the surface streets. The 5 in the pickup continuing.
That one was a felony hit and run, so they weren't going to stop chasing. Makes sense.
Bumping a car along the way. Back in LA County, they exited the 5 freeway, hitting the guardrail before calling it quits. Surrounded by police with their guns drawn, the suspects giving up. Their hands in the air. One after the other, they climb out of the truck. 5 suspects inside, all now in custody.
All look very drunk too. Of course I'm gonna be playing Callisto Protocol. Use the Prime Magic. Alright, let's check out this police chase. We've been blessed with a lot of good police chases this month. Is there no sound? This chase was mid. Chat said it was great. I'll take their word for it. We'll see, I guess. Pretty huge dodge there on the officer. Okay, already off-roading. This guy is much more in a panic mode than the last chase we watched. The other guy was ice cold. This guy is frantic. Thanks to the resub Bean, Corbin, Captain, and Tomahawk, and the anonymous gift sub. And resub Chef. And Brina. At least he's got his hazards on. Thanks to resub Korbanski and Colt. And Jesus. Why is he running away? I don't know. I have no idea. There's no sound yet, so I'm waiting. Hopefully they'll explain what's going on. Does he have his hazards on? I mean, he may be engaged in a high-speed police chase, but that doesn't mean he needs to be disrespectful and not follow standard road etiquette. He's the Prime Cloud in the resub Blang. We supposed to hear audio? No, it just hasn't started yet. I skipped to like 2 minutes and they do put audio in eventually, but right now it's just silence. Oh, the hazards are on because he stole this car. Oh boy, wait, there were... Oh, there's at least 4 people in that vehicle. Holy shit.
So now that CHP unit's going to say, hey, what am I going to do? I'm going to
track
the guy still and alert the law enforcement helicopter and other ground units to hopefully pick up those
the whole clown car
individuals that were passengers inside that vehicle. 3 get out. This is a gore point.
Woo!
710 freeway. This is a freeway that is populated by big rigs. And that vehicle here, but
I mean, that is very nice to keep the hazards on. I'm pretty sure they stay on because the car was broken into, though, so not their call.
Freeway, start running, and then the car keeps moving. I mean, that's quite something.
I have seen pursuits, yes, in which there were passengers, one, perhaps a couple, that were dropped off, so to speak, and the driver continued on.
Thanks to give sub Colt, and resub Bellsbury, and Michael, and Schweiker, and then
on surface streets
Attack.
As well. This doesn't even appear. This is not a carpool lane. It's just a left shoulder buffer zone, as we call it. You know, that K-wall, that concrete barrier between the northbound side of the 710 and the southbound side of the 710. And this is the southbound side of the 710 freeway here, coming away from the 60. Stop and go traffic busy. He's going to need.
Oh, he's threading the needle. Whoa!
Box truck. Again, precision driving by this suspect who
that was impressive.
To have stolen that vehicle. At least 4 occupants in this vehicle at one time. 3 got out of the car. We saw it. We watched it live from Skyfox with our Extreme Nav system. And now at least the driver, obviously, in this vehicle. Unknown if there are any other passengers.
Well, so now we have 2 investigations working, right? We have, obviously, law enforcement officers going after the 3 individuals who exited the vehicle right near that off-ramp, probably about a mile back. So now there's the hunt for those 3 suspects.
710 and the 5.
710 and the 5.
I'm surprised they're still on
this is not a carpool lane.
This.
And then of all
haven't
Tuesdays,
got off yet.
We led the newscast with how busy
like you can't escape a chopper here.
This is because we are just hours away from the Thanksgiving holiday as this suspect weaves in and out with those hazards on. You wonder, Rick, if they know that the hazards are on.
Yeah, unclear. All this suspect is trying to do, and so many people ask, why do they run? Why do they go? Because they're still out of custody. Obviously, they're guilty of something. They were lit up. They didn't pull over, and the pursuit was on. South 710 at Washington Boulevard.
Thanks to Prime Tweez and the resub Kid, King Cocos, and Knuckle.
Stretch of the 710 freeway. This is that stretch of the 710 that connects the
No, this isn't live.
Long Beach and LA.
This was a little less than an hour ago.
That comes in and out of those harbors. That's why it's occupied by so many big rig trailers.
Yeah, you know, every Tuesday before Thanksgiving, traffic is usually the lead story with the chopper shot showing all the people on the road. We've never covered it like this before, though. This is a whole different way of covering traffic on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. And this person weaves in and out of traffic.
If he just turns off his hazards, he just goes ghost.
Those 3 men jumped out of the vehicle.
Shut off the lights. Take out the hazards.
That may give
invisible.
Law enforcement a better sense of who is in this vehicle.
Sure, and we don't know if they were
Jesus.
all men. You couldn't necessarily necessarily tell that, but regardless of that, that would give them some leads on who is behind the wheel.
It is possible also that this was a carjacking and those individuals were being held in the car and they were released from the car.
You're right. That
is an interesting theory.
Alex, into the gore point here, avoiding the traffic. That CHP SUV was on just a few vehicles behind, and now this is the southbound side of the 710 coming away from Washington Boulevard in that buffer zone, that gore point, that narrow area, and he's just trying to get around.
He got clipped.
Every vehicle trying to avoid law enforcement.
I think he got clipped in there.
Up ahead as well, above at a very low altitude, perhaps just a few hundred feet, illuminating the scene here. That vehicle, that smaller sized SUV with its hazards on, now in that left buffer zone on the southbound side of the 710, adjacent to the K-wall. Again, that concrete barrier that divides the north and southbound side of the 710. A dangerous pursuit for these motorists. And Alex and Marla, I always mention, if you ever encounter anything like this, do the best you can. You can't do it here in this type of traffic. Try to pull to the right or to the left. Give law enforcement plenty of space. Make it safe for yourself. Don't try to be a hero.
Well, when we talk about
don't try. It's not like you're gonna know the situation. You're just gonna think it's some fucking maniac.
Know that law enforcement will back
You just get out of the way, like, naturally. I don't think anyone's gonna like try and pit maneuver this guy.
Drivers out there, especially on this getaway Tuesday. So now it seems that the strategy here for law enforcement is to continue pursuing. But even if they do back off from the ground, they do have that night sun, and so they will continue to track the suspect, but at the very least perhaps give them the indication that they
He must be honking. Oh, he absolutely is. Yeah, he's 100% honking.
And traffic's going to be bad this entire stretch of the 710. There may be areas where it loosens up a little bit, like right here. But I see some more backups, some stop-and-go action coming up ahead. Atlantic Bandini, this is a busy industrial stretch of the Los Angeles Basin adjacent to the LA River. The LA River being on the right or the west side of this area of the 710 freeway.
Seaweed Bowl and Honey Nut.
Cudahy. The next freeway would be the next freeway interchange, which would give an option to this individual being pursued, would be the 105 freeway. After that, the 90.
Oh, is he finally getting off?
Down to the 405, then you get down to the harbor area. As I had mentioned, a very busy area down there in the Long Beach and Los Angeles harbors, where all that cargo comes off those cargo ships from across the Pacific Ocean. Those trailers, big rigs pick that cargo up and make their way north and southbound on the 710 freeway to deliver those goods.
So
Thanks to resub Airborne.
People on the road right now, people leaving for the holidays, people
no, not live.
From work, like a regular day, or for
this was 26 minutes ago or something.
That they're going to tonight. People going out to do their holiday shopping, potentially, all mixed on our
pretty tame chase. Yeah, he's just staying on the freeway here, the interstate.
You know, face to face with this vehicle that is driving through traffic. It is challenging, Marla, to your point. If you're law enforcement, do you try to weave your vehicle through this like Frogger game that's happening right now with this car going in and out of traffic, or are you potentially putting people in danger in trying to do it? It is remarkable so far, Marla, that we have not seen this car visibly badly damage another vehicle, may have barely clipped one of these vehicles, but given the maneuvers that we've seen so far, it's quite something.
Wow, this guy is just not getting out. He's just staying on the interstate here.
You can see the night sun from
he must have a plan.
Shining the light there.
Not a good plan, but he must have some semblance of an idea of what he wants to do.
Flashing all the while. It's hard to get a sense of the log of law enforcement officers because we can't see what's trailing. So it's hard to see if there are tons of black and whites trailing behind, to Alex's point, how they're going to think about bringing this to an end. Because they strategize, Rick, about maybe we'll do some spike strips ahead. Maybe we'll, obviously it's too dangerous for a pit maneuver, so on and so forth. But I guess the idea would be to get this guy off the busy freeway and onto surface.
Thanks to Prime Kamzy.
That's right. 710 southbound, by the way, if you're just tuning in now at Firestone Boulevard, we saw this pursuit on the 10 freeway and make a dramatic transition onto the southbound.
How long is the video? This one was like 30 minutes.
University, Los Angeles, for a time.
So not quite the marathon like the last one.
Off-ramps, but making their way on the freeway, this suspect did.
But this guy started by going the wrong way down the interstate, then off-roading, and then getting on here.
On-ramp ramp area picking up the southbound side of the 710, and that's where we pick this up at this point. In fact, here it is. This is the point I was just making. That's an off-ramp.
Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah,
that's an off-ramp from the 10
they're showing it.
Westbound.
This is how he started the chase.
Even a CHP or law enforcement unit right there, a cruiser, they decided to off-road it there, make its way down the bank, and then get onto a legitimate off-ramp there and make the transition over to the southbound side of the...
So does he just stay here forever? Oh, this is when the 3 other guys got out.
Right there. And now we've picked it up live on
This guy right here is not getting away. I'll tell you right now. Whoever this was is not getting away. They can't run. Look at them try.
1, 2, 3. Exit. Right there. And now we've picked it up.
They have no shot.
Smaller screen there, so you
they can't even jog.
Suspects get out of the vehicle, then we assume that
it's wait. Yeah. Wait, like a glove. Look at that.
So you saw those 3 suspects get out of the vehicle, then
God
we
damn.
assume that it's just yeah, that was just a tight squeeze there off the onto this on-ramp here. This is what Firestone Boulevard and State Route 42, the Southgate, East Los Angeles area. So yes, 3 people got out of the vehicle at one point. We assume that just leaves the driver, but that's an assumption. That's all we can do at this point in time.
And Ponick and Jarwal.
On the line with
and the
us,
2
who,
gifts
of course,
rose.
Is years of experience chasing these bad guys on the streets. Dennis,
no, it's not the same guy as last time.
What do you make of this? And given how busy the roads are now that we are on a service street, nonetheless, what is the best strategy for law enforcement?
Well, the best strategy is to protect the public, and that's what they emphasize, to protect the public at ultimate cost. You don't want to injure the public. You don't want the individual that's being chased to hurt anyone, getting involved in a collision. So jeopardy is of great concern, and they emphasize that over and over on pursuits, is make sure the public's safe. And you have to go into a tracking mode. Go into a tracking mode. You got an air unit overhead. So ultimate concern is for the public safety. They want to apprehend the individual.
Okay.
Interesting.
We're going to get wrong way.
And trying to get in the right way. Oh!
Quite a maneuver.
Another close call.
Hold on. Hold on. I've still got a ton of like phlegm in my throat. I hate that shit. Fucking terrible.
Firestone Boulevard. This is a busy industrial area. Firestone Boulevard, an east and west major thoroughfare off the 710 freeway. And he made his way west on Firestone Boulevard from the 710 freeway. Dangerous moves again, but as you had mentioned, Alex, it's amazing. We haven't seen any major strikes, meaning that suspect has, you know, gingerly skidded between other vehicles, but we have not seen any significant impact yet, thankfully. So hopefully nobody has been injured in this.
Quite a skilled driver that we've seen so far. Dennis, back to you quickly.
Yeah, they haven't hit anything yet. That is pretty impressive.
The challenge of this much traffic, because this is one of the busiest days of the
Thanks
entire
to 2 gift subs,
year on the roads,
modest.
right in the middle of rush hour when this is happening. How does that change what LAPD does?
Well, LAPD, again, is the concern. We'll let the individual flee, let him go, catch him
Thanks to
later, get the
Tim.
license plate, et cetera. Go
And
into a
Maiko.
tracking mode. The ultimate concern, we've seen some tragedies occur with these pursuits, is public safety. They don't want some innocent individual getting involved in this situation, so they'll back off when they do. Years past, we never backed off. We would continue with them until we apprehended them. The new philosophy is protect the public and don't let the individual cause damage or injury to an innocent person. As we see what's happening with this, if we had a motor officer may be behind, and I rode motors for a number of years. But the fact is, this particular situation with the traffic, it's very, very dangerous. But police activity is back off if you need to back off. As long as you got a bird overhead, that's what you need to do. Track 'em.
Rivas.
I mean, it's very dangerous, though, considering that this person has repeatedly driven the wrong way against traffic and has made some wild moves.
Obviously, they're wanted for some serious charges. They wouldn't be driving in this manner. But the more pursuits we see, the more ridiculous they get. Again, another jeopardy of public safety with the particular situation. They just don't care.
I just don't understand what his fucking plan is.
Having done this for so many years,
all he's doing is just weaving through lanes like this, doing
more
nothing.
Appropriate to back off as the driver's now picking up some speed here.
Like they're not chasing him per se.
Have the air unit overhead. They're not going with that air unit.
They're just waiting for him to wear himself out.
Now we see how the individual is acting in a bizarre fashion. I've got 3 people who fled. There'll be units chasing those individuals. Hopefully, there'll be multiple air units overhead. But this individual's wanted for something very serious. They're not just a traffic violation. They're wanted for something very serious to drive in this pattern, this behavior pattern, which is extremely dangerous for everyone. But again, the units want to protect public safety.
That's literally a Kia, is it?
At the same time, they don't want
Well, it is a stolen car,
And one more
so
thing,
it probably
guys,
is a
before we
Kia.
let you go. What did you make of that maneuver when 3 people jumped out of the vehicle on the freeway and started running?
Well, obviously they were talking. It's time to split, so let's get out.
Thanks
and
for
let the
your
driver
Carnage.
Continue. There may just be the driver, may have a passenger or two, but it reminds me of the smash and grabs. This is the kind of situation.
Is this guy fucking stupid? You can't. There's no way you fit in there.
A lot of jewelry.
Are you fucking dumb?
And this may be I don't know what the pursuit is for, but it may be. Well, they say it's a stolen car, but it might be more than a stolen car because this kind of driving.
His heart rate must be so high right now. He's debating getting out.
All right, Dennis Zine, thank you so much for your insights. And I just want to correct the record. I was saying LAPD. This is right now being led by the Sheriff's Department, the LA County Sheriff's Department taking the lead on this pursuit. Been tough for us to tell because we haven't seen any of the.
He really wants to go for it.
Behind this vehicle for some time now, Marla.
But Alex, to your point, though, when we're on the, and Rick, you can back me up or not on this, when they're on the highway, that's California Highway Patrol. And then now we're on the surface streets. So
Oh, he's going for it.
The Sheriff's Department then picks it back up. It's sort of a ping pong.
It's all hands on deck. Whatever law enforcement is around, now that we are in the Southgate area on the westbound side of Firestone Boulevard, having exited the southbound side of the 710, it appeared to me that there was some situation.
There he goes.
Some time, but there's a large area of the Los Angeles basin and the greater Los Angeles area that the policing comes from the Sheriff's Department, making a right, which would make it mostly a northbound turn there off of Firestone Boulevard onto Otis Street, now picking up speed. We saw that backup, Alex and Marla, on the southbound side of the 710 freeway against traffic again there.
Uh-oh, against the grain.
Southbound lanes. He saw that backup and didn't want any part of it, so exited the southbound side of the 710 at Firestone Boulevard, then onto Otis Street, now making a left-hand turn, which is a westbound turn onto Independence Avenue, a busy mixed area as I look at my real.
I recently, while driving to the warehouse, had not to this extent. There was some asshole behind me, and one of the roads I was going down had a lot of speed bumps. This fucking dude sped around me going the wrong way, came back and blasted one of the speed bumps in front of me. I thought I was about to watch him take off into space. It's fucking amazing.
That's right.
By law enforcement because they are keeping track. It's hard to keep track, though, when there are so many infractions.
The most recent pursuit that, with all my years flying up in Skyfox and covering these pursuits, about 20 years, the one that we saw with the multiple stolen vehicles, that one was definitely one where that driver already a
Bali,
a number of
Mega Penguin, Crombus, Spoonerism, Gummy, and the Prime Deco.
Running a red light, they can knock that down. They can add up as much as they can to push the charges to hopefully keep these guys out of jail, because we heard so much, especially during COVID, that there's they catch them, they put them in jail, and they're released on the same day or night.
Yep.
And we just don't want that. Okay, foot bail.
Oh, shit!
With the car
drivers going on the corner of Elizabeth and Liberty here. In
We lost the night sun.
Not well illuminated.
Where's our night sun light? There it is.
On the run. Now this is where it gets dangerous again. There was no need to actually exit the vehicle
there.
But this is the situation we saw with that pursuit. Going to a home, perhaps, and having an altercation with the homeowners, the people residing in that unit.
Whoever is manning that light is doing a terrible job. Holy shit.
Have to assume that they are.
They have to be working with the guy. That is some of the worst light work I've ever seen.
Or not, or if this was just randomly the place where they chose to foot bail. We understand that the vehicle itself kept moving and crashed into a tree. So there was nobody else apparently in that vehicle.
Good.
And now this suspect, and if you know anybody that lives in this area, please give them a call, give them a heads up.
Doors and windows locked.
I have no clue where they've gone now.
Very dangerous. We saw
they were so slow with the light.
Recently that Rick was mentioning, a similar situation to this, where the suspect got into a home, stole car keys,
Tier 1 DJ.
grabbed another vehicle, and got away. So we hope that a similar situation doesn't happen here. We also don't know, Rick, is this suspect armed?
That's right. You see a lot of activity in that home there on the far left side of your screen. Law enforcement has to assume they are, but if you live anywhere near, again, we will reiterate this, Elizabeth and Liberty, stay inside, doors and windows locked. Keep your phone on and call 911 if you see anything on your property there. But a lot of areas to hide. The night sun is on this area.
Camera work wasn't like the other one. Nah, this was so much worse. They were so slow with the light too.
With the windows on, we just saw that. Unclear if that's related to that suspect on the run. 4 people inside. It appears that they were all males. 4 males inside that stolen vehicle. That's why they were pursuing this individual. Unclear what happened with that incident, how it really started. If they were just going to try to do a traffic stop, they ran the plates. That vehicle came back as stolen, and the pursuit was on.
It looks like they're not going to catch him.
4 males that we just saw.
We know.
And human nature all are. So
the spotlight guy literally cost him everything he threw.
The stolen vehicle. We haven't ascertained that yet, but they could be on it as well. I know that CHP was on it for a time, but you can see they're setting up that perimeter. We use that term a lot. There's the law enforcement helicopter there crossing our screen. We talk about perimeters with wildfires, setting that line, that circle around the danger zone. And that's what they're doing in this neighborhood, setting up units in and around the neighborhood, trying to seal off that area so that that suspect can't leave that area and they can contain that individual.
Man, that light guy really fucking trolled. He took so long. Like, he took so incredibly long. Yeah, I mean, this guy's just gone now. This just happened an hour ago, though, so I do wonder if they're going to catch him or if he gets away. The last guy zoomed in on a weed whacker that fell out of a speeding truck. Oh yeah, that guy was a champ. The camera work from the last chase was leagues better than this. This was amateurish. They did a horrible job. Thanks, resub Toast and the Prime Sensei. The Bits Wallop you. Camera was fine, it was the spotlight. Yeah, true. I guess that's 2 separate jobs there. The camera work was fine overall, I agree. But the spotlight was despicable, disgraceful, even. What about the other 3 guys? Surely one of them was caught? Oh, I have no doubt. At least one of them was caught. They were so slow. One of them couldn't even jog.